Navigation Diagrams for Websites, Part 2. Step 3. Sketch a draft sitemap. So once you've played around with your sticky notes, you can get a piece of paper and then sketch your navigation diagram using those sticky notes as an idea. So here I go. I'm going to quickly sketch out what we've got. So we've got the home page, links to the CMS here, and allows a login so that people can log into the content management system. Okay, now underneath the home page we're going to have the 4 bands. So we're going to have band 1, band 2, band 3 and band 4, and we can put links from the home page to these. Now you can see it's very rough, and I'm doing it in pencil so I can rub it out. So all these are the about page for those bands. Okay, so underneath each one of those, exactly as I've got in my sticky notes, I can then start arranging those pages and linking those together. So here we have all my 5 pages for each band. We've got about, we've got listen, we've got albums, we've got photos, and we've got live. So those are some simple words to label those types. Okay, I'm just going to draw down here the music store for people to actually buy the music, so the online music store, and I'm linking from the listen to the online music store, and that online music store will then go to the place where we can actually buy and download the music. I'm putting that at the bottom. Now all the other bands and the pages for those bands are basically going to be duplicates of the first one, so I can do these quite quickly and link the listen page to the online music store, band number 3, again very quickly, here we go, and I can link the listen page to the online music store, and band number 4, here it goes, and those 4 pages, 5 pages, and the listen page, there we go, to the online music store. So very quickly, that's a very draft sketch, but it gives an idea of what the navigation diagram is going to look like. Step 4. Create a digital version and annotate the diagram. Okay, so you can use any graphics drawing program. I'm actually going to use the online draw.io, which is from Google, to create this. It's got some great flow diagram shapes. So I'm going to go right in there and grab the rounded rectangle tool. That's going to be the index page. And then I can make some more pages underneath. I'm just going to Control C, Control V to copy that. It saves having to redraw the actual square, and I'm just going to make that for band 1. So you can see I'm copying exactly or near enough what I did with my draft sketch, and Control C, Control V on that one as well, just to copy it. There we go. You can actually use the little navigation map on the left as well to scroll up and down. It's actually easier. And this will be my next page, which is my albums page, and the information that's going to be in there, which is going to be obviously text and images, and Control C, Control V yet again, drag it down, and this is going to be my, so there you are. Just use that navigator on the side to scroll up and down. This one's going to be the photos, and there's going to be a slideshow and a gallery in this page, and then there's going to be my last page for band 1, which is going to be the live page. It's going to contain information about their tour dates and things like that. Band number 1. Now I'm going to link those two together. You can generally go from one of those pages to another, so I'm just going to use that vertical line. Just click on it. I'm just going to extend it down all the way to the bottom. Then I'm going to take a horizontal line as well. Just zoom in slightly. we go, and I'm going to join them all with a horizontal line. I'm just trying to indicate that you can go from any of those pages to any of the other pages. So there'll be some sort of navigation menu at the top of band 1 that you can go from about to listen to albums. Now I'm going to link the home page. There's a little connector. See that little yellow arrow thing? If I grab that and drop it on, it connects, except my connection is the wrong type. I want to have that sort of arrow there. I'm going to just zoom out so I can see the whole thing, and I'm going to select them all. There we go. Hopefully I've got them all. Yes. And I'm going to copy those. Control C, Control V. And there's my 4 bands. Now obviously I'm going to have to go and edit those because they all say band 1 at the moment. And then I'm just going to link those from the home page to each of those bands. Okay, so there's my links. It's looking good. Okay, so the next thing to do is the music store. So I'm just going to copy this one here and just turn this one into the online music store. Okay, so I'm going to be wanting to link from that listen page to that online store. So if I click on it and grab that little yellow connector, there we go. I can do this from each one of these pages. So I'm just building up how that structure of navigation is actually going to go. Now obviously when we go to the online music store and we actually want to buy something, then we might have to log in or create an account or do something like that. So I'm just going to give a bit of a representation of that as well to buy and download music. That's a special place you'd have to log in, so I'm going to want to actually indicate that. So I'm just going to grab a rectangle and stick that behind and give it some color. So I'm going to go to the text box and drag a text box in here, and I'm going to show that this is a area that has restricted access. You have to have an account or something like that for this to work. Okay, let me link this one to this one. There we go. That looks great. Okay, now I'm going to do the same again for the content management system. I'm going to just stick that at the top here. And that's the content management system is really just for people who are running the record label or have something to do with the bands. So content management system login, and I'm going to make a copy, and this is just, again, it's going to show that there's some sort of restricted access. Management system, so not everyone can go there. It's not for your general public, it's only for certain users. Almost finished. I just want to put a little bit of text in down at the bottom here that just says that this has got some sort of restricted access, authorized users only. Okay, and so there is my completed digital version of the navigation diagram. Okay, so now I've got an annotated digital version of the navigation diagram. I can share it with the rest of the web design team and get some feedback and some comments.